Have you ever listened to a piece of music that just seemed to float, enveloping you in a vast, dreamlike soundscape? That's the signature quality of ethereal music, a genre renowned for its expansive and immersive sonic environments. It's a feeling of weightlessness, of endless space, that truly sets it apart. The spaciousness in ethereal mixing is primarily contributed by a careful and often exaggerated application of time-based effects, such as reverb and delay, coupled with intentional stereo imaging and dynamic range management. These elements work in concert to create a perception of depth and width, making the sound feel much larger than its individual components. The core mechanism behind this vastness lies in manipulating how sound decays and where it appears within the stereo field. Reverb, especially digital Hall or plate reverb with long decay times, simulates large acoustic spaces, allowing sounds to subtly linger and blend. This lengthy decay creates a continuous wash of sound rather than distinct, sharp notes. Delay, particularly ping-pong or multi-tap delay, echoes sounds back and forth between the left and right channels, further enhancing the sense of movement and dimension. These effects are often applied generously, but with a critical ear, to avoid muddiness and maintain clarity. Additionally, instruments are strategically placed across the stereo spectrum using panning, widening the soundstage, and ensuring no single element feels confined to the center. Practically, mixing engineers achieve this by drenching reverbs in send and return effects, often layering multiple types to build complex ambient textures. They sculpt delay times to synchronize with the song's tempo, creating rhythmic echoes that swirl around the listener. Furthermore, techniques like mid-side processing are employed to precisely control the width of certain elements, pushing background atmospherics far out while keeping lead vocals or instruments centered and clear. The arrangement itself often features sparse instrumentation, leaving ample sonic room for these effects to breathe and expand without cluttering the mix. A key, often overlooked, aspect is the concept of diffusion within reverb algorithms, which determines how smoothly the echoes build up and decay, directly impacting the perceived density and smoothness of the space. Also, the careful management of early reflections in reverb plugins helps to define the initial sense of a room's size before the main tail takes over, adding another layer of sonic depth. Mastering engineers also play a role by preserving dynamic range, which allows the subtle swells and decays of these effects to remain as audible and impactful, rather than being compressed flat. Ultimately, the masterful combination of expansive reverb, rhythmic delays, precise stereo placement, and diligent dynamic range preservation is what defines the unique and captivating spaciousness of ethereal mixing. This deliberate approach transforms the listening experience into an exploration of vast, shimmering sonic landscapes, inviting the listener to become fully immersed in the music's atmospheric embrace.